We're live. Howdy, everyone. I'm the Shadow of the Hawk, and today I'm being joined by my co-host, Kat the Hijabi Gamer.
Yo,
Welcome to Merry Madness. We got a pair of guests who should be showing up sometime. I gave them the links. They both live in weird time zones. Droid apparently is a trauma actor living in Finland, and or not trauma actor, crisis actor living in Finland, and then Akuma lives in Thailand. I think Thailand.
and I live in
Well,
space.
like they live in it's like 6 a.m. for Akuma right now. I'm pretty sure. He said he'd try to show up, but he doesn't know. And then Droid, he was asking about it. I sent him the link. I don't know. Yeah, crisis actor. I meant crisis actor because Finland isn't a real country.
Okay, I didn't know that.
You didn't hear that Finland is a cover for Russia's warm water ports?
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Okay. There's Akuma. Hey, you guys, what do you recommend? Having the centaurs fight against
Akuma, I sent it to you on Discord. Hey, Zeron.
Trying to decide which thingy I should join in Guild Wars 2. This is so. And yes, you guys are all gonna have the last laugh. I did spill Red Bull finally on my keyboard.
So
Yo,
stonks.
Luckily, I actually was lucky and I got it on half off. So
Finland is not a real country, Zeron. It is a Russian plant.
We're all.
It is a Russian plant meant to hide their warm water ports.
Where's my can of Red Bull?
Oh,
we are all red
Akuma,
Russian porns.
Akuma, you might want to quickly change your. If that's your real name, you might want to change that.
We are all Russian plants.
Yeah. Anyway, waiting on Akuma. I'm trying. I had a story for Droid. I'm not going to spend the time pulling it up. Yeah, so Akuma, if you click the three dots, you can edit your name. Here, I'll just actually edit it for you. I'll just make it Akuma.
Yes, you probably.
There you go.
I'm going with these.
There you go, Akuma. Hello.
Hola.
Star. Hola.
I woke up.
Zeron, have you ever heard me be sarcastic or be an asshole? Like, do you honestly think that you can't honestly think that I would be lying about something like this, Zeron? What? No, it's not a joke. It's legit.
All right.
Finland is a think about it. Have you ever actually met someone from Finland?
Well, if you're saying some weird droid is from Finland, then yes, I have.
Well, some weird droid is just like a dude I knew in high school who claimed he was from Finland. They're all crisis actors. It's all
I'm in Finland right now. Everything I've said about New Jersey is a lie. All right. Akuma.
Oh, Jersey is also fake, but for different reasons.
I'm good. Let me point it out. Some person told me it was 5 a.m. and I woke up at 4.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Akuma.
Shadow.
And I'm here like waiting. I was like, where is this?
Shadow, you should be ashamed.
Look, I sent.
You denied this person his sleep. There's nothing more valuable than sleep.
No, he offered. I'm like, hey guys, we're gonna be having people on. If you want to come on, feel free to come on. And Akuma's like, oh, that'd be really early for me. And I'm like, then you don't need to come on. And he's like, all right, well, I do want to come on, so I might as well. And then he had every chance to step out.
No, listen. If that was the case, because right now it's 6:40, it's like 2 seconds away when you start streaming. I would have slept 2 more hours. That's the thing. I would have wake up the normal time.
Shadow. As someone who has to get up early in the morning to get to work, I fully appreciate
Akuma offered.
It's just a funny story. That's all. Because I end up like, you know what? It's okay. I can draw. I'm having fun.
Yeah, I think I heard something about that it was it was a leak and it wasn't supposed to come. Let's just say it's awesome. The game is coming out on Tuesday for the deluxe version. Today is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 4 days. All right? Cool. Tuesday, I'm going to wake up early and I'm going to start installing the PC version so that when I get home from work, it'll be ready to go. This is going to be awesome.
So while we're waiting I guess kind of half while we're waiting on Droid, I'm not going to force him to show. I'm not going to If he wants to show up, he can show up. If he doesn't want to show up, he doesn't want to show up. Akuma,
Okay.
I have a topic
Yeah.
intended for you.
Okay, what is it? What's
You are
that?
an artist, correct? Wow. Okay, this will probably
Yes.
reinforce your. This will actually reinforce your point. So
I'm a
I like
ghetto
testing
artist.
around with the free AI bots, just to, for like
Get out.
For look, they're all shit anyway. They don't ever give you what you want. I basically just
Mhm.
end up using them as like a hey, this is like either as a joke or this is
Mm.
what's in my head. Like this is a good way to like get angles and like anatomy, and then I try to
Okay.
draw it myself.
Okay.
But how do you feel about this? Does this make you worried that you as an artist is ever
Yes.
gonna like?
Yes.
Are you sure? Because this was the prompt.
The
Look,
thing
look.
is,
The thing is, when you can just type something without knowing the fundamentals, it's a problem.
no, but at the same time, if the AI
Mm.
drawing app is just as good as the chatbot GPT, you have nothing to worry about because the chatbot GPT is a complete and total idiot. Like I am writing with the thing, and I have them in a situation, and Viso's response every time is, "Let's go to the Tenno." So I write to the chatbot GPT, "You know, Viso is a corpus. How do you think the corpus feel about the Tenno?" The chatbot GPT responds, "Wait, the chatbot GPT says, you're right. Viso would never go to the Tenno." So I have it write it. So then I give it the prompt again. It has Viso go to the Tenno. At one point, it literally, at one point, it literally has Viso say, "I'm not your ordinary corpus. I'm actually from the Tenno." I'm like, excuse me, he is a corpus. There are other times where the chatbot will literally, I will tell him, "Okay, Viso is an engineer. Yes, I'm sorry, Viso is an engineer." And literally the next paragraph talks about how Viso is a freaking doctor and he's about to perform surgery. And I'm like, what the hell? Viso is an engineer.
Yeah. I will agree with
things.
Alexia. I think AI
Yeah.
art at this stage is a good tool. It's not necessarily
Yeah.
something that you want to completely use, but it's a good tool. I do want to hear Akuma's thoughts on that though, because Akuma
Yeah.
is an actual artist.
Oh my god. I'm 50-50 because at the moment the problem is, first, like I mentioned earlier, it's the fundamentals. There are some people who's gonna program this into a beast or something the next 10 years, and they don't need to know shit whack about drawing anatomy or know where the tissue structure on the body is, whatever. I don't give a crap. But baseline is, I think what digital artists feel right now is what paint real life painter feel 10 years ago, because they had to draw paint by paint and stuff, and now digital
Yeah.
artists like, oh, I have a in program ruler that I can just like drag and drop here
Yeah.
and have all this stuff. It's the same stuff. So
Right, but I'd argue the difference there is an actual artist can just buy the tools to use the digital art, whereas this just completely removes art. Like I imagine you will still have people who will pay for actual art, just for the novelty. But I do agree that eventually this is going to phase stuff out.
Yeah.
Now, the original prompt, which was a sci-fi engineer getting stabbed in the chest, produced this. Let's see
Probably,
something a little
yeah.
bit simpler. A knight fighting a dragon on a mountain peak with digital art. Let's see what this does.
Oh, I like that. Oh, that's so cute.
This teddy bear shopping for groceries. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like Winnie the Pooh. See,
Wait, which is this? Which
So
one is this?
this one's Dolly.
Okay.
this is a problem.
Yeah, like
I would
this
create
actually
something
looks
like
good.
this.
Like that's more of like a person riding a dragon, but that looks like something.
Yeah,
like that
this
cool.
looks like something in game, like a Blizzard.
Not really,
person
because like when you
would.
start paying attention, like the dragon doesn't have that much detail to the head. The person kind of looks, but you could easily like I've seen some videos from Jazza, for example,
Mhm.
where you could grab this image, toss it into Photoshop, or toss
then
it into
draw
a
it
different
again.
AI,
Yeah.
and then you could like get more details.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be easy for digital artists if they abuse it
Yeah.
too.
Which is why I
Yeah.
think this is in fact like I think this is a decent enough tool for digital artists, or you could use it because I've heard one of the most time-consuming parts of art is landscapes.
Depends.
So you could use it to make a landscape. Again, I'm presenting my opinion as a person looking in,
Mhm.
and then Akuma, you can. So like, if you want to make a landscape, like you want to have like a really nice looking backdrop. This is something I remember from the Dead Sound YouTube channel. The hardest part of a lot of his Dinosauria animations was making the backgrounds look good. With a chat with a bot like this, you could make the background and then put the stuff you want over it. What are your thoughts on that? Like, is my opinion sound or is it flawed?
I wish I was the magister of art so I can speak for everyone, because I know somebody on Twitter would be like, "That's not fair.
Oh,
You
fuck
should
them.
think way. You white
Like,
privilege."
I'm not asking for everyone's opinion.
yeah,
I'm asking for
I-
the opinion of Akuma, not
Like,
artists.
okay, look.
Akuma.
Personally, because I'm all about the money, I'll take every shortcut I can to provide myself some McDonald's on the table and pay the internet by the end of the day. If I can create an art in 1 hour and bada bing bada bong, a person pay me 300. I mean, 300 is 300. Y'all still buy bad dragons from freaking Amazon. So don't come at me. Be like, oh, you use a shortcut, bitch. No.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. But then I imagine the next
value.
The next point you're going to make is people who prefer taking their time and like controlling every little detail might have issues with that perspective.
Yeah.
Which
also, I don't. It's 50-50 because sometimes this method don't work, because like if you commission people, some people be like, I want it in this certain pose with this background with this two character going on. So it's like, sometimes you can use it, sometimes you can't. So it's like depending on the person.
Yeah, but like as a whole, like, I mean, look at that. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of that.
Yeah. I do think Alexia is making a point here about you shouldn't be allowed to make money using AI art. Yeah.
I mean, if an artist use it, go ahead.
Or rather, you shouldn't I shouldn't just take this and then
sell
it to people.
Yeah.
But if it's like for example, a cold and I can't type. A cold and dreary mountain with snow falling. I take that. And then I was good at, and if I was a good artist, I knew how to draw. Oh, sorry, I was trying to click that off. I knew how to draw and I was able to do some stuff. Like I take this, right? Polish it up, make my changes, and then draw, I don't know, a dragon laying waste to an army or something, right? Yeah, so in regards to that, I can see AI being you could probably use AI art, but that goes back to what I was saying earlier of using it for landscapes to save time.
Yeah.
All right, Kat, you got any strong opinions about this, or are you slaughtering Corpus?
I'm not slaughtering Corpus. I was trying to get it to draw Corpus, but it never was able to draw Corpus. While playing Guild Wars 2. It won't let me. It doesn't draw Corpus.
No.
So
I tried having it draw a hobgoblin once. It doesn't know what a hobgoblin is.
I think it's very good with scenery, but I don't think it's good with certain character.
Oh no, scenery. It's fucking beautiful scenery. I was testing it. I was trying to get some reference images for my fantasy setting for my world.
But they say the DeviantArt one is very beast. They say, because it collects a bunch of artist drawings in the DeviantArt, and then the AI there was on point.
Which one was
from
it?
DeviantArt. I don't know if it's they got it down yet or not, but it was a problem at one point because DeviantArt
that is a criticism of some I've heard. I have heard that criticism leveled against some AIs, but I've also heard that that's not how all of them work. I don't know how this one works, but so. This is actually on a different account that I have for the AI art. This right here was a scene. This was a I'm going to be using this as a reference image for the capital of my fantasy setting, Pulomor. Yeah. This isn't exactly what I want. I figured out how to use this bot a little bit better. For example, there's not supposed to be a mountain here, and I want the area to be a little bit marshier. But aside from that, this, it's a really good landscape. I could easily do this and then Photoshop in an army standing at attention, getting ready to march off to war. But also another thing is you get shit like this, which looks really weird, or this was my prompt. It doesn't have a sea lion. I never really fixed the sea lion part, but if I go to Discord, I can pull up a version of this character. The bot itself actually has tools that allow you to fix certain things. If I can find the character, here we go. Yeah.
All
So
I-
it still looks a little bit. So if you remember quickly, the original image had like a shield sticking out here, and it didn't have as cool of a shield imagery.
Mm-hmm.
But I took like it was it comes with a built-in tool. Now it takes the thing with Dolly is it's a credit-based system, so you can't just make infinite stuff. You need to have credits. You either use a month credit or you pay money for more credits.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I
Oh,
agree
Alexia, I
yeah.
100% agree.
Yeah.
If you look at these trends in like 20 years, you could literally just type in an elevator pitch for a movie, and it'll be written and animated and voiced within like 30, 40 minutes. Like people thought AI was going to destroy blue collar jobs, but honestly, it's going to be destroying art before it destroys blue collar jobs. At least in my
Don't
opinion. What do you
say that.
think?
I make a living out of this. Don't creep me like that.
I'm not going to treat you like that.
I need years
Look,
of
Akuma.
years to even finish my comic.
No, well, my other thing is, I mean, at least right now, it can't even draw comics.
No, I
Why
don't
not?
think they will take over comics because comics is like you write at the same time and draw, so that's impossible for maybe like 100 years, right?
Unless you're a writer. The thing is that comes to me, it's like, okay, as a writer who has nobody to draw for me, that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to get it to draw goddamn Corpus.
I mean, the
But it's-
basic thing I would say is like if AI can do a good job at pixel art, the most basic thing. If it can do that, then I should be scared.
Yeah. Which, I mean, to be fair, this kind of ties into like when Samuel brings up excuse me. When Samuel
Bless
brings up
you.
the World Economic Forum on his streams like
Mhm.
he likes doing. Kakuma, are you familiar with that?
Yeah, I know who that is. Who?
I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm sneezing all of a sudden.
Allergic reaction.
But so you have the World Economic Forum, like the whole you will own nothing, you'll eat the bugs, you will live in Saudi Arabia's the line, and you'll be happy.
Mm-hmm.
One of the first steps to that is, you got to make people dependent, and you got to make them. Someone like you, Akuma, could step out of your 9-to-5 job and draw, and then you have your own source of income. With these bots, if they get good enough, we won't need people like you. You will have to go back to that 9-to-5 job. You won't have that social mobility to get out.
Yeah, but they really don't have creativity. That's
Right
the
now they
one
don't.
thing. No, even creativity would require artificial intelligence, because when as I said, I have spent hours with the chatbot GPT,
Kat,
and its creativity is
I mean, would you really call Marvel movies creative?
No.
no. But that's the other thing you have to keep in mind. We are becoming so fed up with the lack of creativity in movies that I think it's going to kill this whole thing. Where they're going to realize that movies that are just generic, cookie cutter, generic paste, you can't.
You mean like the
Yeah.
MCU?
The MCU is
Yeah.
dying out now. Why?
No, it's not. It's not dying
It's
out because
not.
they're cookie cutter. It's dying out because they're bad. Because you get
Which-
all the stupid emotions of a writer involved, and not the cold-hearted machine doing the thinking. Speaking of a cold-hearted machine, fuck you, Alexia. Apparently, this is what I would create if I was making a Sonic OC.
Yeah,
That's
it looks
cool.
edgy enough for you. Yeah.
That looks really cool. I will not deny it. Now, figure out how to make it run through Visa with a sword. I need that first.
I hate all of you. No matter the community I'm in, I hate it.
You make cats a hard life sometimes. I'm just like giving back, like karma delivery.
Appreciate it. Yeah, make his life
Yeah.
difficult.
I've never done anything to Cat.
Oh.
Ah!
I mean,
One thing
multiple
I've done to Cat
streams.
that can be described as mean. I have never done anything to Cat.
Yeah,
so
sure.
did
It's all the
we.
patriarchy. The horrible patriarchy weighing down on me. I can't do anything.
I've never done anything to Cat. What are you talking about?
You don't have to do anything.
Shadow.
It's a
But
Patreon.
Alexia, I'm aware that is Shadow the fucking Hedgehog. Eat. I hate all of you.
No, but how did you get Shadow, Sonic, the Hedgehog into it? Because like I said, it won't let me do like any corpus. Like I put Warframe corpus, I get just generic
Warframe is more
robot.
niche than Sonic. Yeah, no. According to Alexia, there was an attempt to do corpus, and it just came out with a Warframe looking thing.
Yeah, that's every time I've done it. It's come out with a Warframe looking thing. I've even tried uploading. You can't even upload pictures into it unless it's just you modifying it.
Yeah, at that point, it's just glorified Photoshop.
Yeah, which I have been wanting to mess around with that because.
Oh, apparently it wasn't AI art. Yeah. Well, no, I've actually got a free Photoshop equivalent called New Imaging Software, or GIMP. And I've been doing some practice. I posted a few things in the Discord server. Akuma was really, really nice and said what I originally posted, which was a coloring of a character I did, or I had commissioned a while back. This is my current project. Akuma, you don't need to be nice. It's shit. Look at that.
Okay, it's shit. Yeah, it's ugly. There, you having fun though? It's ugly. I hate it. Get out of here.
I mean, it's meant to be ugly.
No,
Well,
like not the actual design. I need to improve this, but yeah, no. So this is like, AI art is not gonna, at this stage isn't gonna be able to do this because what the fuck is this monstrosity? The AI would kill itself.
You'd be surprised that if this was put in a social museum, people would pay $10K for this.
Yeah, because tax evasion. Akuma, you know what tax evasion is, right?
Pay tax.
What Joe Biden's doing, right?
Joe Biden.
To be done.
Yeah. 2020. We need to vote Trump out because Trump is going to start World War III. Wah! Biden.
Wait.
Biden literally sending U.S. troops to Ukraine to engage in a hot war against China. Those 31 Abrams tanks. Well, I don't know if he's actually sending our crews, but he is sending military hardware to Ukraine.
Wait. No, but I mean, I do still think that there's a missing human element from it. Like, as I said, I have been writing with the chatbot GPT, and while there are some great things about it, and it serves as sometimes it'll have an inspiration, but in and of itself, it's lacking any creativity. Like, a lot of the time it's cold, it's summer. It also definitely has an agenda. It has an angle
it does.
Yeah.
How does that tie into me bringing up Joe Biden and Ukraine?
Because I was trying to bring it back to the whole chatbot AI thing and the AI art, and I hate Joe Biden, so
Joe Biden.
I mean, no, but no, because there's just it definitely has an agenda, and I know I've seen, like, for example, they'll tell you it'll write wonderful things about Joe Biden, but it will then, if you try to make it right about Trump, it'll say, I don't do politics, or yes, we can do this to children, but not the other way around.
Oh, I remember.
But it also has an agenda where it's like really subtle things that, first off, it's ridiculously positive. So like, it will, as I said, I was going on about, I would mess with it on purpose, where I finally was like, okay, a patient tries to sneak out of medical. Every single time it will try and reverse it back. Every time it'll go too positive, where you have Corpus saying things like, but we all work together for the greater good, and let's all get together and unite. And it's trying to manipulate
it's coded by children. It was coded by fucking children.
No, it was coded by woke people.
Yeah, children.
Because it
Wait, what happened if you write down Hitler though?
I haven't tried it. I'm writing from core.
But no, does anyone remember a few years back there was like they released like a bot to go through Twitter and like report on racism, and then the bot got labeled as racist because it kept flagging posts from black people as racist. I feel like with the Chat GPT bot, they were worried about it ruining their agenda, so they overcorrected.
No, but I mean, there's this.
It kind of reminds me of Alexa. At one point, when you would ask Alexa, who was Jesus Christ, Alexa would refer to Jesus as a fictional character.
No, but at the same
No,
time,
he wasn't fictional. The
that
Romans
is
have
this-
records of him. He was
yeah,
real.
No, but there's this one paragraph, and it's only done it once. It has never written this phenomenally well, except for one paragraph. And I'm talking hours of me messing around with things. That one paragraph that I posted in the Discord, in the writing section of the Discord, where it refers to the corpus as like insects underneath its feet. That one paragraph is the one time where, oh, see, you say you don't do anything.
What did I do, Kat? Kat, what did I do?
I don't know what you did. Nothing, clearly.
Yeah, no, Kat, I did nothing.
Yeah, you can see that I didn't.
I did nothing.
No, but I just don't understand how that one paragraph, it has never done it again. It broke its own rules to write that one. Well, it was like that short section.
How did JB?
It was
yeah.
the most phenomenal thing I've ever seen written, and it's like, why doesn't it do it more?
Wait, what? Wait, do you mean the Alexa take?
No, the one where it was like,
No, JB, the Alexa take. Because I was quoting an Alexa. So the Alexa, just to clarify, because I'm confused by your comment, because I'm an idiot. Alexa claimed Jesus Christ was fake. Whether you believe he's the son of God or not, the Romans, like, I don't know if he was a Roman citizen, but he lived in the Roman Empire. He was a free man in the Roman Empire. He existed. He paid taxes. Jesus existed. Like, that's not a fallacy.
Yeah, no.
I believe he was the son of God. Kat believes he was a prophet. Samuel believes he was just some dude in sandals.
I believe in Santa Claus.
And then I have no clue what Akuma's opinions are.
He believes in
I
Santa
don't
Claus.
have most opinion on things. Like, I hate everything equally.
Okay, so I believe he was the son of God. Kat believes he was a prophet, and Akuma thinks that he was just a dude in sandals. There we go.
Yeah.
The pentarchy, the
But I also
triarchy.
believe he was a dude in sandals. I mean, he was a prophet of God who was walking around
Yeah.
in sandals. I'm not denying
you believe
respect
he was a
for
prophet.
the
Akuma
sandals.
just thinks he was some high dude on sandals.
Well, I'm just saying, you respect the sandals.
Stop fighting over Jesus. Okay, I'll convert. Please stop.
Whose one are you going to convert to? Mine or his?
I don't know anymore. I can go back to being Muslim, or I can go to the other side. Stop fighting. I just want to get along.
Akuma, are you familiar with an event called the Crusades? That's kind of not.
Yeah, you
That's
mean
what
when
I
you
did.
brutally murdered Muslims? That's not freedom of the Crusades.
I did
You
some
know,
reading. Apparently, at least the first crusade was started as a response to piracy and raiding, and then like the second, third, fourth, and fifth, and like all the other ones were just Christians being batshit crazy. But the first one was
there was one where Christians were literally killing Christians.
yes, we sacked Constantinople, and then the
Yeah,
Muslims
you
walked
said-
in and called it Istanbul.
You sacked your own people.
No.
They were Eastern
They
Orthodox.
were Eastern Orthodox.
Yes,
the people who
which-
burned their city to the ground were Catholic. Totally justified.
Which is why when it comes down to the Muslims, just look at you, go, you're all Christians.
Akuma. Fucking Akuma.
You're all Christians. We don't care.
Christianize all the kingdoms.
No, we're gonna corporate them all into under the the wave of the corporate.
I mean, to be fair, Christianity and corporatism can coexist. We
No,
don't
they
have any-
cannot. You worship
Yes, they
prophet, not Jesus. Jesus is not prophet.
I said corporatism, not the corpus system.
And I'm saying the corpus system. So,
I'm saying corporatism as in a system of economic and governance where
No.
corporations run
Yeah.
everything. You're
That's
implying corpus in which profitable ventures are the center of religion.
yes.
No.
Anyway,
Not
that
really.
is. I decided to go for the head-on crazy-ass lunatics who are So I had three choices. I had either to go with the group that was recommending we trick the centaurs to fight against the undead, and then when they all kill each other, we go back into our city again. The second option was to go head-on and go fighting like a lunatic, and the third option was traps. I went with
Traps?
going, yeah, something
Oh,
about.
she's playing a
low-
video game.
I'm playing Guild
Oh.
Wars 2, and then so
Does she
the
mention?
Yeah,
so
no,
the-
she
the-
Pat is interesting, to say the least, when it comes to conversations.
look. I went with the head-on approach, okay? Because I think I went with the subtle approach with my other character. Look, I play video games, okay? I've been trying to tell people for that a long, long time, but everyone keeps thinking, "Oh, you're an influencer. You're a No, I play video games, and I happen to have a YouTube channel." Okay.
Okay, you are an influencer. What do you mean?
Play more video games and join the corpus. Then I'm an actual influencer.
Yeah.
A man
Hold on, I'm
chooses-
sorry.
See?
I don't know if Droid's gonna show up, but I did have this on the docket, and I do want your opinions. I'm trying
no.
to find the clip.
Oh no! Is it Velma?
No, it's not Velma.
Oh, thank God.
It is probably as bad.
What do you mean it's as bad? There's nothing as bad as Velma, except MILF Manor. That's disgusting.
Oh yeah, no,
Is it
I fully
MILF?
agree, Kat.
It's
but,
a show?
This is also
Yeah,
Wait, there's a
wait,
show
wait,
called
wait.
MILF
I've
Manor?
heard it
Oh, wait,
exists. I
wait,
refuse to watch it.
All right, okay. You want to know what it is? All right, forget that.
Okay.
First of all, so MILF Manor is about one of those real life, live action, whatever the hell they are shows, right? Where they have a bunch of women and their sons, okay? And their sons are sleeping around with the different women. And at one point at the beginning, the first episode, I have not watched it. All I know is at one point they have the women put blindfolds on and they touch the young men's chests. And they need to
Ew.
guess which one is their own son.
Yeah, but
Kuma, entertainment in the West is dying. We need you Eastern Asian countries to start pumping out more entertainment. Get to it now.
like, what is wrong? Look, look. People always like, oh, it's a female thing. No. Doesn't matter the gender. If a man was doing this to their own daughter with their daughter friend, I'd be like, get out, burn in hell. Fucking where's the gasoline?
Yeah, Akuma, we need you. You know how to draw. Learn to animate. Make a animated show and sell it to the Western audience. Okay, we need
Don't
you to
make me
improve
the
entertainment.
avatar. I don't want to be the goddamn avatar. I am not avatar worthy.
I'm not asking you to be an avatar. I'm talking.
Oh,
I'm
not
asking.
this.
I'm asking
No,
you to be.
no,
are you familiar-
Shadow, not this.
Are you familiar
not
with the triangle? The triangle like shirtwaist fire thing that happened in like the early 1900s.
No.
this?
Long story short, imagine hundreds of women cramped up into a space, piled high with boxes, and a fire starts. No one really knows how, and hundreds of women die because there aren't proper safety standards. It's part of why OSHA exists. Basically, I
damn
want you to be
OSHA.
one of those women, Akuma. I want you to work in horrible conditions, producing luxury items for us. Can you do that for me?
But
I'll put
Shadow,
Kat
I'm
over
the
it.
woman here. You're supposed to be saying that about me. How dare you put your oppression on him when you should be putting it on me?
Anyway, Finland.
to be
Finland made a
oppressed.
fucky-wucky. Finland
Oh, no,
fucked up.
This. On the one hand, I kind of feel bad for the guy. On the other hand,
I don't.
I feel a little bad because of the
Oh
embarrassment.
no.
Of getting
I don't. Like, he made a choice.
I agree, he made a choice, but at the same time, it's sort of like when people ask me about Eliza Blue. All right, yeah, I think she's an idiot. I hate the whole controversy. I swear, if the quartering makes one goddamn effing video about Eliza Blue, I'm unsubscribing from his goddamn channel. It's like
He's doing a
freaking
series on it. He's doing remember the Brie Larson series he did? He's doing that with Eliza Blue.
Oh no.
But no, like I have no pity. The dude,
Yeah.
like, you want to be an ice skater? Fine. You took a spot from You took a spot
No,
from a
you're right. They
biological
took-
woman who is actually good.
I mean, if
I
he
know
was
nothing
at
about
least
ice skating. I could tell this person was F tier because he kept his hands kept shaking. He kept shifting his blank.
all right,
there
if
was
he had at
no
least tried to
grace.
put an effort into it, but the
Yeah.
only reason they gave him the spot was because he's trans.
Yeah,
No, you're
It's
right.
literally
I didn't
that.
think of it that way. He didn't put any effort in. He didn't try.
Oh no!
He's
No.
only
I
doing
imagine
it-
there was a little bit of effort put in because I wouldn't be able to do that. I
But
wouldn't
there
be
are
able to hop onto an
probably
ice skate
young
rink.
people who put in a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
You're right. Who should have earned the spot, but because they
Yeah.
didn't click the correct identity boxes, they didn't get it. Okay, no. When you put it that way, you're right. And
Yeah,
I
Of course,
just-
I'm right.
in this one only.
Yeah, I agree with Kat in this one only. Don't take the whole credit. Go
Yeah.
sit in corner and think about it.
Yes. You're outnumbered, Shadow. You're the straight
2 to
white
1?
man. You're
I
always
like the
wrong.
odds.
We're letting you think you're right.
JK,
I like
here's a
these odds. Is all I'm
cookie.
gonna say. Anyway, I was kind of hoping Droid would be here so we could like
Look,
interview him on like Finland's situation, like if the trans issue is better or worse there. I imagine it's worse because we got that, but who knows if that's an outlier.
I've already said this, and I'll say this again. Most of these people aren't trans. When your goal is to be trans and not the no. So I have a lot. When it comes down to it, I probably have a lot more respect and I treat people who are the whole trans issue with a lot more respect and dignity than a lot of other people, because I know that actual trans is not fun. It's not a game. It's not, hey, I want to play a video game and I want to play a trans character. No. Actual trans people like Buck Angel or the offensive tranny or Blair White, if they were playing a video game, they would play the gender they want to be. Buck Angel would play as a woman. So it has become a costume, a game, a way to get treated special. The definition of trans has brought into the point where it's like, I think I'm a Wolferian. So no, you're just flat out crazy. Okay?
Yes.
So when it comes down to it, I'm going to be labeled a phobe, but the truth is I have probably more respect and compassion and understanding and caring for people who are actually trans. I am midway between the crazy leftist and the people on the extreme right. I also think, though, that if you want to go into a women's bathroom, you probably should have your thingy fixed. But, I mean, as I said...
I was just going to say, speaking as a member of the far right, a straight white Christian male who would be fine with a dictatorship, I genuinely don't give... Like, you do you, I do me. Like, I don't really give a fuck. Like, it's speaking from the Christian perspective, it's against my faith. Having my angry outbursts, the amount of anger that I have is also against the Christian faith. So
no, look what Alexi says. I know I make all my characters female. Nobody who goes in and says, I want to make my character trans. That doesn't make any sense at all. And that's what I commented on about the whole Sims putting in the surgical scars or binders. It's like, no, that's stupid. That's beside the point.
Yeah, no, Akuma. See, girls get better hair to balance out the fact that men get beards.
Yeah, get beards and that one weird hair that is bald for no reason.
Look, okay.
Get out.
Like, I'm going to be honest. If I can take my basic bitch white boy haircut, I'll put that on a character as long as I can get a magnificent beard. Beards are the most important thing.
But you can't grow one.
Howdy, Bamoff. What?
You can't grow one, can't you? Like, it doesn't look like
I'm 19. Like, I get hair. Like, I am growing hair on my face. I'm not some bastard who's unlucky. It's just... It grows kind of patchy. Like, it grows here, and here right now. This entire stretch right here doesn't grow properly.
So the key question in all of this, would Kip, who's 16 going on 17, actually be able to grow a full the pattern, the corpus pattern beard? Because I haven't figured out yet if he has it.
Yeah. Actually, Alexia, I'd rather go with the J Schlatt mutton chops. And I don't know, Spock. I don't really drink lobster bisque. I would just recommend hot sauce, I guess.
I like lobster bisque without anything. But then I like fish.
Salt and pepper is also just a good basic bitch thing to do.
Then I'm part cat.
I got a hot sauce in my pocket because I'm Hillary Clinton.
Ew, who wants to even think about that monster? Well, look, I'm busy. I'm playing Guild. Look, yes, I always play a video. Okay, look. What? What did I just miss?
No. Primal posted something in the Discord. Do you mind if I share screen, Primal, because that's funny?
Oh no. Look, let's talk about something happy. 4 days until Hogwarts Legacy. This game is going to be awesome. I just saw a new trailer for it. It looks amazing. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get my hands on the collector's edition. It was also ridiculously priced. $300 for Magic Floaty Wand. Nah.
Okay. So, I'm assuming this was happening at the same time Primal... keep telling your story, Kat, actually.
No, I was just saying, I've actually seen the box for the collector's edition.
Alexia, shut your dirty heretical mouth.
What did Alexia do?
Mutton chops isn't a beard though; it's sideburns.
Tell
Yeah,
him,
it's hard.
Alexia.
Heretical mouth.
Tell him,
Anyway,
Alexia.
Wait, what did
here,
Alexia say?
So I'm assuming this is at this. So while Primal's watching us scrolling through Twitter, sees this. If you're anti-trans, please unfollow me. The world has gotten to a point where it's unsafe for a lot of good people who are literally just trying to live their lives. I don't understand how you can't be an ally to good people. I have seen vile, vitriol-fueled hate for a group of people who have done nothing wrong and simply have chosen to live their lives in a way that makes them happiest. If that, I don't know the rest. Just be a piece of, don't know the rest. Like that on like minus the unfollowed bit, like that is genuinely my opinion. If someone's just trying to live their life, let them live their fucking life. If they're not hurt, like if someone likes, like, okay, I make a lot of burn, cleanse, kill furry jokes. If someone genuinely enjoys putting on a fursuit, okay, fine. Just don't take that into public. Don't expect me to be okay with it.
No, look, what I'm saying. Look, my issue, and again, I hate bringing up the victim thing, but the problem is, I've already lived through all of this Kip already, and I'm tired of these spoiled little brats whining because somebody said something mean about them online. Excuse me, yeah, I'm a freaking Muslim. You don't think I haven't seen far worse than you possibly know. So I actually posted on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm like, you want me to boycott a video game because the creator basically stated a biological truth. Whereas I have never boycotted a video game there are video games where they are literally killing Muslims in them, and I've not said boycott. Hell, I'm probably going to buy 6 Days in Fallujah. Okay?
True.
Yeah.
So
Also,
I
again,
hate to bring up the whole thing that I'm a Muslim, but it's like, shut up. You're acting like a bunch of whiny-ass children. You don't know anything. And
hey, David Jones, how you doing?
so I have no patience with the whole thing because you're acting like a but you compared to what my family went through 20 years ago.
Howdy, Michelle. Oh, just want to quickly give a shout out for Michelle because this is actually really, really dope. So, for those of you who tuned into Abyssal Musings, Michelle is a pretty damn good poet. And recently she got in contact with someone who's helping her publish like a book of poetry. I don't really have any of the details. I know Samuel, when he gets a hold of those, is going to be doing his best to spread that out. But
she's getting
again,
her book published?
Yeah. So Michelle, I'm not really a poet. I don't really know much about poetry.
Congratulations.
Michelle's a damn good poet, in my opinion.
I don't know anything about
so-
I'll admit I'm not a big
Write a poet about how Shadow's never growing a beard. Write that. And me and
Please
Kev will
don't.
march for it.
So
We
yeah,
will sing
tune
in our
in.
heart.
Later tonight, Samuel the Infamous stream Abyssal Musings. Typically they read off one of her poems that she sends in. Pretty good. Yeah, just this is like I think it's pretty dope. This is like a member of the community achieving a bit of a dream, you know?
Yeah,
I'm as a lot of people know because I talk about this a lot. I'm writing something. I hope one day to get that published. Michelle, you're living the dream right now. I hope you see a lot of commercial success with your book. So yeah,
all I ask is for DE to notice my corpus stuff.
they're never going to do that.
They're never
Yes,
gonna
they
do that.
are.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yes,
not
they
that.
are. Yes, they are. My
They
corpus
won't.
stuff.
Notice.
Accept the reality, Cat.
No, I never will.
Anyway, so enough shilling for Davy Jones's stream later tonight. You're welcome, Michelle. Great. After the stream, send me an email or private message on Twitter. We can talk about that. Yeah. Crap. I was gonna say something. Fuck. What I was gonna say before we split off on that. We were talking about Hogwarts Legacy.
I was just saying it looks awesome, and that the collectors. I wasn't able to get my hands on the
Right.
collector's
Okay.
edition.
Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. I remembered something really funny actually. Arch. For those of you who don't know him, Archcast, a really fucking great channel.
I just find his delivery sometimes really annoying. That's why I prefer Shad.
Oh, a lot of people really like. One of the most common criticisms of Arch that's not he's a Nazi is they don't like his accent.
It's not his accent. It's not even his accent. It's the way he talks. The way he. delivers.
I genuinely really like it. Like, that's one of the reasons I enjoy his content personally. The way he like rolls his R's, his accent, his pronunciation things, I really enjoy it. But anyway, he brought up a point that you can choose which dorm you go to. So you can play a dude and be in the female dorm.
Which is what that's why I was going on about the whole thing about the whole thing with being they're like, you can play a trans character, which to me is what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
If your goal is to be trans, you are not trans. You're being trans for the sake of the attention, the title, the you don't understand real trans. You don't understand gender identity disorder. And that's why it's stupid to me. And I actually responded because in The Sims, they updated it to include binders and the surgery. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't play The Sims. I don't really care.
So no, but my point was no. And that's why Alexia said she always plays female characters. And I bet you Buck Angel, if he was playing video games, would always play a guy. And Blair White would always play a woman. Because the point isn't to be trans. The point is to be the opposite gender of your biological one. All right. So that's why to them, that's why I'm saying 90% of these people aren't trans. It's a trend. And one day they're going to wake up and realize that they're doing this. It's no longer cool to be trans. And they're going to realize, what the hell did I do? Whereas the handful of people who are genuinely trans are going to be happy, like Blair White and Buck Angel. The majority of them be like, when they're 30 years old or 40 years old and they realize they can't have kids, they don't know what an orgasm is. They have the hole they put in their body is sealing and infected, and their bones are falling apart because those drugs aren't good for you. Even Buck Angel has said, I don't know what is the law. At one point he was talking about how his uterus had atrophied to the point where it became septic and he nearly died, and they had to so no, that's why I said people are going to label me as a phobe, but I actually have probably more respect and treat people who are trans better than these morons who are I also commented, I said, you are doing more harm than good. You're making people hate you now. Okay.
Thanks for clearing that up, Alexia. Keep going with your rant, Cat.
Anyway, no. But I mean, the thing is, to them, they're like, oh yeah, I'm playing it. I mean, I get what Alexia's saying is where you can play a masculine chick, but a lot of people are saying, hey, you could play a trans character in Hogwarts. Why the hell do you want to play a trans character?
Personal preference. I don't really know. But I think the point you're making makes sense.
I mean, they won't even play the game, no?
No, they're not even going to buy it.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of donating it to someone I know who happens to be just to mess with their head, but then I realized they probably don't have a PS5.
Yeah, like the disconnect makes sense. Oh, and Primal. Again, I've brought this up before, but you've got like the whole we need to fight so that we have trans children in video games. And then you've got someone arguing for a Christian minority group or something in like the Middle East. That boxer I brought up, I still can't remember his name. Or was it no, it was the Azerbaijan war, I think. He was like, I don't really have an opinion on that war other than it's a sign that the age of war is changing. But he's got balls for siding with Christians in a stadium full of very conservative, very conservative Muslims in a country where like that's a very dangerous thing to do. I'm not saying that every Muslim in a country is going to beat him up, but it was boxing. No. That particular crowd probably would have beat him up over what he said.
You're like oppressing me by telling me, oh yeah, you Muslim would have been. No, I'm joking. But I'm just saying, no, they need causes. BLM is no longer popular, all right? So what do they have? Trans activism. Okay, most of them aren't trans.
Aren't BLM famous every 4 years because of election or something?
They just need a cause.
No, Akuma. What it is they need
something to give their life meaning
for political change. So to keep a system in control, you just want people happy with bread, circus, and just vibing.
No, I don't agree.
You need people fucking pissed. So
No.
they're taking my generation, giving them fake problems, and getting them pissed the fuck off, radicalizing them, using them to do violence. And the other side of the aisle is content. Like, okay, we got some children destroying a statue. We'll rant about it on Twitter while we buy from Amazon and we continue to vote for people who agree with this shit. La-di-da-di-da.
No, these people don't have any other thing in their lives, all right? They need a cause because their lives are so empty and vapid and sad, and they're so bored,
Okay.
and they've spent their whole time in front of screens. So in order to feel alive, they need something to screech about online. And well, now BLM is not popular. So what are they doing? They're screeching about some other cause. That's about
Yeah.
it.
Which, to
I
be
wonder
fair,
if they ever run out. Like, what's the next thing after the trans stuff?
pedophiles.
Oh yeah, they're really pushing.
There's a
that, huh?
pedophile flag.
There is a pedophile.
There is a pedo pride flag.
There is. He's right.
There is, yeah, I know. It's
Look,
kind of
okay,
sad.
I believe people. I believe people. I couldn't be a part of this community if I didn't think that people of diverse backgrounds and of diverse ideologies could coexist and live their life. I ever meet someone who defends pedophilia.
I'll beat the hell out of him and watch them and laugh.
Yeah,
the whole time.
and I remember on one stream I was on, Ryan from Legion Games and Samuel, Davy Jones, the infamous, was getting on my case about being angry. I don't like if it's a pedophile. Who cares if you curb stop a pedophile? They're a fucking pedo. Everyone should agree. Pedo, head on the curb, dead.
I totally agree with you, but at the same,
You can't call them pedos anymore, Shadow. You gotta call them
No.
minor
I
attractive
don't
people.
fucking care.
no,
They're pedophiles.
I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not.
I would call them something worse, but YouTube would strike me.
But yeah, see, honestly, that'd be more like a tomboy. And no, I agree. No, I agree totally with you. So,
Also, by the way, tomboy's best kind of boy.
Get out of here.
that's a girl, by the way. Yeah. Oh, I get it. Haha.
You're banned. Get out of here. Cat, give me the administrator. I'm banned, Shadow.
I can't.
You got femboys,
He's the
You
one.
got normal boys. You got it's tomboys, femboys, normal boys. Hey, seeing as I'm straight, my only option out of those three is tomboy. All right, calm down.
I don't know. I brought up Hogwarts Legacy to bring up something fun and positive.
Michelle,
you know.
personally, I think chemical and physical castration followed by hard labor as repayment of society.
No,
that's just
No,
me.
I'm thinking having their, cut off with blunt.
Yeah,
scissors.
exactly. Chemical and physical castration followed by forced
Yeah,
labor.
with
in
blunt
the sake of-
scissors. With
Ooh.
blunt scissors.
No, not that far because I want them to actually survive to serve a purpose.
Oh no,
Cool
they'll
is here like,
survive.
oh no, I'm stuck here with these extreme far right lunatics. I'm scared.
I'm not a far right lunatic.
I'm not a far right. I told
you're
you I was
scared
too
of
gay
us.
for the right, and I was
I am
too straight
super
for the
far
gays.
No, I am actually one of the biggest, funniest things is my
What?
dad was like, "You're more conservative. You're more Republican than the people in the Republican."
Wait, Davy Jones, what do you mean? Davy Jones is mad at me for some reason. I don't understand why Davy Jones would be mad at me.
No, what he's saying? Wood chipper, feet first, hair on fire. He's agreeing with me.
Oh, Primal, it's like members of the Republican Party ignore. It's like Republican voters ignoring that the Republican Party is a bunch of scumbags. Like
nomad.
they're on my side. I
What's a
kind of gotta
nomad?
support them because they're on my side.
Wait, what
Howdy,
is
Elaine.
nomad?
How you doing, you lucky
Yeah,
British
I'm googling
hedgehog?
right now.
Wood chipper. I kind of agree.
In the case
I
the
make some
compiler does
identify-
not listed at where?
Roman Minecraft execution methods. Did I mention in Minecraft?
Yes.
Which kind of execution in
Ew.
Minecraft? I would
Oh,
personally recommend the decimation, but also the
Oh, damn.
crucifixion or whatever the terminology. for
Wait,
showing
I don't know if I can post this on the chat.
post it in the private chat, and then I'll determine whether or not I'm willing to risk my channel.
All right, here you go. This is what nomad means.
Well, so you remove their ability. You remove their ability to hurt children, and then you force them to repay.
Look,
Oh, Samuel.
I'm going to just say this. I am tired of the subject of the maps. I am tired of the subject of the trans. I'm tired of the
Aw.
subject of the whatever. I'm tired of the
Aw.
subject. I have said it before. I don't care. As long as you know, I mean, I
Just
don't
mind
care.
your business. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
No,
mind your
sure.
as
business.
long as
Don't do
you're a
crazy
good
shit.
person and you're not
Yeah.
trying to force your way of thinking on me, and you're not,
Yeah.
then you know what?
That's a
Okay,
rational opinion. And
that's
Michelle,
fine. I am
thank
just
you,
genuinely
but I got a
tired of it
hammer.
at this point. Can we please?
I've got a hammer. I'm good. When I turn 21, I'm upgrading this to a Colt 1911. So I'll be fine no matter what. But thanks for the offer.
Oh, I agree with you. We need to bring back some public executions, but we need to also bring back
In the
chain-
U.S. in the U.S. at the very least, that would be a violation of the Eighth Amendment, which
How
would
is it
require
a violation of the Eighth Amendment? If
no
you hang
cruel or
them,
unusual punishment, and you could
how
argue
is
that
hanging a cruel or unusual punishment? It used to be a valid
it's
legal
not
method.
quick. It's hanging
Yes,
is
it
not
is.
quick and
You do
painless.
it right.
There
They
also
break
could
their
be
freaking neck.
cat. There also could be an argument that displaying someone's death to the public would be indecent and therefore cruel or unusual.
We
By
used
modern sensibilities, it would be, which I disagree with. But modern, we gotta use the modern interpretation.
No, we
You can
don't.
check what Kuma sent me.
Why do we have to use the modern interpretation?
Because I don't know.
Non,
I'm just saying we used to have it legal that you used to get hung. So it's not a violation of the Constitution because
see,
at
but
one
like
point
here,
it was like,
what Akuma sent. So Akuma sent a definition: initialism of a non-offending minor attracted person. Sorry, a non-offending pedophile. A pedophile, hebephile, or a phebophile who does not abuse children sexually or nor. See, here's the thing: if people find out you're a pedophile, you did something wrong. Like it doesn't matter if you're not like if you're a non-offending pedophile, that's just a pedophile who never showed their true colors. It's like being a fucking sociopath and never showing off you're a sociopath.
Wouldn't like, I'm trying to think, but what if he knows what it is or she knows what she is, but she's trying to like swipe her no child photo, like no to that, and it's like I guess that's better than
There is on a level a biological component to it, just like there's a biological component to being a homosexual or a biological component, a level of a biological component to being trans. Actual homosexuals and trans people, not people who pretend to be those things.
okay.
I gotta specify that because some people will be like, well, shadow, but there are fakers, but actual
There are a
homosexuals
lot of-
and people with gender dysphoria, there is biologically a difference with them. Pedophiles are the same way. There is something wrong with them that makes them look at a child the way they should look at an adult. That said, if you can identify that and you can control that, no one will ever know you're a pedophile because you're never going to fucking do anything as a pedophile. And yeah, Michelle, that is fucked. It is sad that's the way the world burns in the way.
Why would they hate on pagan? What the hell did pagan do?
They
Oh my
hate
god!
on it.
I don't
Everybody,
know.
that's
It
the
could be some
internet.
like it could
What
be
the
some
hell
like
is wrong
crazy
with
Christians
people?
who are like, "You're gonna go to hell because you don't believe in Jesus Christ." Now let me go
I've had
harass
that happen to
people.
me all the
Let me
time. I
let me
don't
go
care.
ignore the teaching of the Bible. Let me go cheat on my husband.
Hey. No. All right, I went on to Bungie's website, all right, back when it was still Destiny 1 only, all right, and I pointed out that Saladin, okay, is the Arabic word, is the Europeanized version of Salah ad-Din, Lord Saladin in Destiny.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I also
Yeah.
posted that there was a set of armor called Batuta, which is based on a real man named Ibn Battuta, who was known as an explorer. So I thought, isn't that interesting? He was a well-known
Mhm.
explorer, right? People started telling me to stop trying to convert them to Islam. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm just telling you stuff that you probably didn't know. Immediately after that, someone told me I needed to find my faith in Jesus Christ and embrace him as my Lord and Savior. I'm like, wait a minute, you told me not to convert you, and then you have someone literally trying to convert me. So no, people, it's the internet. You're gonna just
Yeah.
expect it. When I was on Nina Infinity,
Yeah, like
Samuel can tell you there was one or two trolls who kept asking really dumb questions and trying to be goddamn nasty because oh look, it's a Muslim woman. Wow.
yeah. And Michelle,
wow,
I'm just gonna say right here that they might say they're Christians, they're not practicing Christians.
Yeah,
if you
they're
actually
just
take the time
Karens.
to read the book, doing that kind of shit ain't on the docket.
Anyway,
now granted, you could argue I'm not practicing Christian.
now,
but I'm
shout out,
sure.
talk to your guest. Engage your guest.
Yeah, Akuma, you got any opinions on it? For example,
On what?
as Davy Jones is referring to them, subhuman child fucking degenerates, also
Hold
referred
on,
to as
what?
pedophiles. What are your opinions on those?
And
What?
you need to
Me? My opinion
Yes.
on that?
I think
Oh,
we
um,
all have the same
I'm not.
opinion.
Look,
Look, yeah, we
on subhuman child fucking degenerates.
look.
I don't
Coming.
damn you! I'm in the middle of another window because my laptop's battery died. And now I have to get out of Guild Wars 2 to change that.
Yeah,
I
I'm in the
mean,
middle of a combat here.
I don't
I
know.
didn't do anything.
thanks,
Take this.
Behemoth.
It's kind of iffy because like you came from a third world country, and people who are like 14 being like married off to a 31 years old, and you're not okay with that.
No, I'm talking
And-
about 6-year-olds, like actual children.
Yeah, the same vibe. I mean, like it's never okay. Like with
Okay,
what
no, I'm
they're
just making
doing
sure
now.
that you understand. Like, but even then, it's my understanding that like in those cultures, they still wait until they're like 16 or 7. Like, you marry them off, but you still wait until they're closer to an adult before you actually start having kids.
Yeah, kind of ish, but it's
Okay.
still not okay.
But
in
no,
my
I'm
opinion.
talking specifically like preschoolers, kindergartners, elementary.
No! Alexia,
Children.
no! I told you I'm an
What?
introvert. I don't socialize. I
Stop
play video
gaming,
games.
social-
Okay, so then what are your opinions? Because you don't. Then what are your opinions on public executions? Executions.
That's hard. It's like asking me about abortion. 50-50. Like some, because like it's family, like it's easy to say when like you should like put them on the public, but what it happens, like if it's what part of your family, would you like be open about your family shame to the public like that? Would you be okay? And then the aftermath of being like, oh, they're the part of people, the family group of that, the pedo or the rapist,
I mean,
whatever.
To be fair though, like that, like the person's face and their name will be on the news. Like you'll be found out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't know. I guess
What?
so. Yeah, like it's weird because like I can't have a certain opinion on it because like I grew up in Malaysia before I moved to Thailand. So when being gay is like very bad, so you get executed, and you're just like, oh, okay, we don't need to see this. You know what I mean? Like we don't.
Yeah.
So
no, I get where you're coming from, Akuma.
yeah.
Yue, I have not heard about this.
Yeah, what's his name? I think the Quartering made like another 3 videos.
About Eliza Blue.
I think it's something. Yeah, they're like.
Oh, this is Eliza Blue.
Yeah, Jack Murphy to E Murphy 2.0 is Eliza Blue. I don't know the details. I should probably look into it because it looks like I didn't realize just how scandalous it is. But she's probably another one of those purple flurple, whatever their name is, like the person who got what's her name fired.
Yeah.
It's like all of
Eliza
them
Blue.
have horrible backgrounds when you really look into them. It's like, dear God.
So Behemoth, there's a difference with that. My understanding is those were still like grown women or close enough. Like I think the youngest was like 16 or 17, something like that. Aside from young boys who were groomed, Romans were still like actually no, the ancient world was
No,
pretty
let me
raw.
because I always have to explain about the prophet and his and the Seidash, all right? One of the things you got to keep in mind also is this was a different world. The whole concept of the teenager is actually a relatively new concept. So in those time periods, people were living until they were 20 or 30 years old maximum. So people expected once you hit puberty, you were going to get married. Girl or boy. So that's the thing. So people they always criticize the Prophet Muhammad, and it's like your own culture did the exact same thing. You're dealing with a different world. It's like, okay, so why are you criticizing me? But there were European kings and queens getting married at ridiculously young ages.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are living in an age now where maturity isn't until like 18. Yeah, same as the Egyptians. I won't deny it. So one of the things. Yeah.
Well, that was I think that was specifically the family that came from Greece.
But no, but it wasn't just that. A lot of people, I mean, they say the Virgin Mary was probably 14 or 12 even, because
I don't think I don't know. I haven't gone to that part of the Bible. I don't think.
No, it's not written in the Bible, but if you look at like people who talk about it historically,
yeah. Well, I mean, like she had just been married to her husband, so she probably would have been on the younger side.
You don't have her married to anyone. That's one of the other differences We don't ever marry. At least as far as I know. But yeah, there's a lot of people, so we have to also take into account the different contexts. Another thing, for example, is the idea of a man marrying multiple women. This is a different time period when men were going off into war, and there were probably more women than men because a lot of men were dying in battle. So sometimes a man would marry an extra woman because this was a time when women weren't exactly financially independent. Most of them needed a man.
Or they would like take on their like if I remember, I think there's like some part of the Bible where it's like I might be misremembering this, but it's like some dude's brother died in war, and then he took on his brother's wife, even though he had his own wife, as like his responsibility. Yeah, like same thing there.
No, but there were a lot of Muslims at the time of the
also,
Prophet
what
who would
Akuma's
marry
saying,
multiple people.
At least in America, Akuma, you learn about Indians. Native Americans. You learn about Native Americans to World War II every fucking year, from 1st grade to 12th grade. Every fucking year.
Hey,
don't slam the table. The table is.
I got a little bit more
varied
varied of an education because I went from state to I learned I did this in different states and one other country. Let's not talk about that though. So I got a little bit more varied in regards to but like American education system is literally just Egypt, Rome, completely skip over medieval Europe.
Completely skip over World War One. I was in high school and I remember learning about World War II again and going, wait a minute, why are we calling this World War II? There should have been a World War One before it because you never learned about World War One. It wasn't until I was an adult and watching documentaries that I found out that there would have been no World War II if not for World War One.
Great War.
Or the fact that here's another thing that Hitler was actually a veteran. I didn't even know.
Yeah, he was a vet.
Yeah, he was a veteran
who dropped out of art school, got dragged into the Socialist Party, had a beer hall putsch, wrote a book called My Truth, and then proceeded to be actually a fairly effective leader until he started killing innocent people.
Yeah. No, in fact, I actually saw a list on YouTube.
No, I did not, Alexia.
10 worst people. No, 10 top 10 most evil people in history, and they did not put Hitler on it. They said
there are way worse people
because they said they
Stalin
wanted
and Mao are way worse than Hitler. There's
No, wait, Shadow, you didn't let me finish explaining why. They said that they were trying to find people who had done absolutely no good at all, and they said that before he became a crazy lunatic, he actually did a lot to fix the German economy. You also have, the Volkswagen and all of that. So they advanced a lot. Now he did a lot of dumb things as well. They literally had an assault rifle, and that moron was like, nah. So no, I don't know if I can even find it because it's a well-known YouTuber. He probably took it down, or it's like,
probably took it down by now.
They included like Heinrich Himmler, but they didn't include him.
Joseph Mengele as well. Yeah. Akuma, you got any thoughts on that? Akuma, what are your takes on Hitler? Are you like Kanye West?
No, I'm not like, and I just know he's a bad person. That's it.
So unlike Kanye, so you're not like Kanye who loves everyone, especially Hitler.
No, yeah, never. Why would I?
My favorite part of that speech was like Alex Jones just like trying to give him an out, and then Kanye trading in the shovel for a fucking jackhammer. Alex Jones is just like.
Yeah, I know why Behemoth. It was because of his gas mask. That the gas mask couldn't seal with the large mustache. Because there's actually, and I'm probably gonna really embarrass myself. There's a picture of him before he changed the mustache when he was like his military picture from World War One. He was actually kind of cute.
What?
Folks.
I watched documentaries about World War One, and they showed pictures of him as a veteran when he was serving in World War One. They showed a picture of Hitler as when he was in World War One. He had a full mustache, and then he had to cut it.
Akuma, you're hearing this shit, right?
I'm just saying he looked cute. He was ugly on the inside, all right? You're talking to the person who thinks Tucker Carlson is handsome. Okay?
We also know your type is Asian dudes, so according to you,
but he was still kind of cute.
Hitler's Asian.
No, he's not.
I also think.
No. I also said that Tucker Carlson is handsome. Besides, I think beards look hot on Asian dudes.
Well, okay, fine. I'll Google it. Hitler before
like-
mustache.
Or no, he had a mustache like World War One.
I forgot that you had answered about the gas mask, and so Behemoth goes, "Yes, Kat," and I thought he was agreeing with you about Hitler being hot.
I didn't find
Yes.
it, but I find somebody Photoshop Hitler mustache into Obama. There's a bunch of them.
This is gonna get fucking clipped.
No, please don't clip it.
I'm not gonna be the one that clips it.
Wait,
No,
is that
like I said, look, I just said he looked. I did not say that funky new mustache was good looking. I said when he had a full mustache, and it was when he first. It was like an early picture of him when he was serving in World War One. This was
See,
before he
okay.
did anything evil. He was
Is
still a
this
young
it? No,
man.
almost sent shadow.
He was a
Yeah.
young man who was serving in the military,
Yeah,
and he was actually pretty brave, from
Yeah,
at least the
even
ones
if-
I heard.
and even in the early days, he was still not the evil piece of shit. He looks like Joseph Stalin.
No, he doesn't.
He looks like fucking Joseph Stalin.
They also back then.
Lenin and Stalin? I mean, like. Wait, you've both seen that clip of, like, the dude who walks into, like, the Ben Shapiro rally with a thing that's like, "I love Lenin and Stalin." And Ben Shapiro's just like, I mean, Lenin and Stalin? Like, Lenin and like, just...
Is that the picture, Cat?
I think so. I can't remember, but I just remember.
Look at him. He looks like Stalin. Well, also,
Keep
of
in
course,
mind, he was also a young military
he
officer.
was also younger. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, he was also younger, and he was wearing a hat which covered up that shitty haircut.
He didn't have that shitty haircut back then.
Well, he was also wearing a hat that covered it up,
Yeah.
so even if he did.
He was also a young veteran, a young soldier. Come on.
Adjusts hair to avoid looking...
Military uniforms increase the handsomeness of a young man.
Eat a fucking dick, UA!
Like shadow.
Yes, it does.
Eat a fucking...
If he could grow a mustache, poor Shadow.
I can grow one!
You know
I
what?
can grow
Just out of
one!
this now, I'm
I
definitely
just
gonna
don't
have
want
Kip
just a
have a
mustache.
mustache. I'm gonna have Kip have a full corpus beard and mustache just to mess with you. And he's 16.
I fucking hate this community so much. This goes back to the whole, like, oh, you look like a white boy thing. I
do,
don't
you
look
You
are
are
white.
white. What are you talking about?
stereotypical white boy.
It's like you saying, "Hey, cat, you look like a Muslim woman."
Okay, I'm sorry. At one point, I
Hitler
call
looks
you
like
a.
fucking-
I call
that
you an
wasn't
Asian.
Stalin. That was Hitler.
Why do I do this to myself? All right, I'm trying to beat this area here because
Akuma,
I need to save
Akuma,
up
are
my
you
Final
glad to have
Fantasy.
been on?
Huh?
Are you glad to have been on the stream to join in
We
on
invite you again when you
comments
come back.
like this?
Because nobody's making comments like that about Akuma. They're making them about you.
Yes.
They will never make it about me. They'd be homophobic if they do so.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
If they did it about me, they'd be
Don't we have, like,
Islamophobic.
6
Yeah.
homosexuals in the Discord?
Huh?
No, I'm thinking of something else. I know. I don't know. I don't care. Actually, no.
So
no,
you
like,
know
no.
what, Akuma? I learned how powerful those phrases are because some guy was criticizing me for buying Hogwarts Legacy, and I was like, "Wow, the Islamophobia and the misogyny." It was like, okay,
Eat a fucking dick, Akuma. Eat a fucking dick. You didn't even draw on an actual beard. Like, eat a fucking penis.
It was
did he
a
do?
prototype. It was
Look
a
at
prototype. You can't blame
Look at
me.
this shit.
Akuma, you are brilliant.
There's
It was
also
a
one dude with a
prototype.
pedo stash.
Yeah, I gotta admit.
This one.
Keep your children away.
looks
And
better.
the look on your eyes is like, I'm watching your kids.
We'll convert your children.
No, that's not. No,
It'll
it's
be
worse
bit
than that.
by
It's just, no. Converting your children isn't as bad as that. Look, that's look like I've got my eye on your kids. You're just sitting there on a
It's the eye the elementary school bus driver gives.
It's the eye of the people who make the TikToks where they're like, they got my pronouns wrong.
Oh, you
got
see
my
that
pronouns
video? I
wrong.
think it was from Project Veritas, where like he recorded some of the content that you see on YouTube Kids, and it's like your advertised shit like queer kids stuff. UA. The Alphabet Mafia is coming for your kids, just like the American government is coming after your guns.
I mean, kids these days are more savage. Like, I don't know how the government gonna handle them.
Yeah. Here, I'll actually send it to her. I'll send it to Koha
I would
because
say
she's
the
gonna
kids-
get it anyway.
I would say the kids aren't more savage. The problem is the kids are more. They aren't savage. That's the problem. Kids are more. Oh my
Like,
god!
I'm talking- Not the teenager one. The one
No,
that like
not
growing
my
up, the
generation.
5-year-old,
Akuma
6,
means
7.
like the people younger than me,
Yeah,
like the
they
Fortnite kids.
they're way like I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know how.
Fortnite. Like, have you
Wait,
seen
wait,
that
wait, they
video
what?
of like the kid who ended up on Dr. Phil, where it's like, "Make me a sandwich, peasant," and his mom was basically his slave.
Yeah, they're. I don't know. This is why we like Mr. Belt, because they help children like that.
Yeah, no, like honestly, there are some people in this country, like in the world, who shouldn't be
And
parents.
it's called drugs.
Oh yeah, no, UA. I remember. Like, I definitely think. Yeah, there are medications that help kids. Granted, I think part of it is not necessarily like they don't need the drugs; they need some method to get the energy out, like work, or being outside. Like, because a lot of people who are given ADHD medication, it's because they can't sit still in class because they spend 6 hours a day sitting in a fucking chair.
Well, here's a theory, and I'm curious to know what both of you think. One theory I have, and the problem is, that children aren't being actively engaged enough anymore. Well, you know, where their schools have become so ridiculously easy and all about gender pronouns, and it's like there's no challenges for kids in school anymore. They go home and they have no homework, no math to memorize, no challenging equations, and their parents aren't around to create some kind of and so they go home and they sit in front of the computer playing Fortnite, which requires no brain at all.
Yeah, I think another factor of that is they gradually, like, I remember when I was growing up, you had I think it was like 30 or 40 minutes of recess time after lunch. And then I remember, like, apparently middle schools had something like that as well. And then, like countrywide, they got rid of it.
They got rid of
recess? And then elementary schools went to, like, 10 or 15 minutes of research.
They got rid of recess? Why did they get rid of
because they wanted more time to spend teaching children things. But
Teaching
the stuff
what?
they're teaching, kids aren't interested in. It like, especially young boys. There was a really good PragerU video that broke down like a lot of the stuff that children are supposed to read, like To Kill a Mockingbird or Catching in the Rye.
Oh, I love To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like, I personally enjoyed it, but I was also one of those freaks who actually, enjoyed reading. But guys don't like that shit. Our brain isn't wired to enjoy that. We would rather read the history of Patton, General Patton. We'd rather read about General Patton than we would about some girl living in the South. So and then also for the curriculum targets books and stuff like that lean more towards girls, but then also things dudes enjoy, like children are punished for producing content in like art or writing classes that appeal to young boys, like fight scenes or things of that nature.
The thing is, I don't know entirely. I mean, it depends on the book, but To Kill a Mockingbird strikes me as a very intellectual book in some ways. I loved All Quiet on the Western Front. It's not romance. It's not much. Girls like icky stuff and stupid. Like,
I'm not saying all girls like it, all boys like it. Like, on average.
Not all, but a lot of them.
Again, I'm an exception of the rule. I read freaking teenage YA novels in middle school.
I didn't read them.
Part of that was because there wasn't really too much at my reading level, which was included graphic descriptions of violence. Which, yeah, no, the YA novels I read were pretty fucking graphic for shit you can get at a middle school. Yeah.
Who knows?
See, I'm hoping we get a
Do you
Julius
read
Caesar
anything yet, Kuma?
before societal collapse.
Huh?
That's just me.
Do you read?
Yeah, sometimes.
He reads.
Like, what do you mean? Like during English class or something?
No,
Like,
just
or
do you like any particular books? Since I'll admit I like To Kill a Mockingbird.
no, I'm an art person. Like, I don't touch words. I stay away from it. But I guess sometimes I grew. Okay, look, when you're poor in third world country, buying book is not a question. Like, do you want a book? No. It's not a yeah. Like, it's too expensive. Like Harry Potter. Growing up, Harry Potter books are for like the rich kids.
Ah.
So
Ew.
what do we have? Newspapers.
Huh.
Yeah, newspapers. And I don't know, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, kids in Western would know Fortnite and stuff. Kids in Thailand, where I live right now, some of them don't know what Fortnite is.
Oh, I want to go to Thailand now.
They don't know what Fortnite is. They don't even know what Valorant or I'm sorry, they don't even know Destiny exists.
Hey,
This is
Yeah,
the world I live in.
better. I had a customer come to me once who's like, I'm thinking of buying my kids a Nintendo Switch, but they don't want one. And I'm like, don't buy one. I'm like, if
Yeah,
they
don't
don't
buy
want
one.
a video, I'm like, don't get them as long as they're not, enjoy them while they're not interested in video games. Just keep them off the goddamn screen. So
True.
that's why I'm like, I'm not a salesperson, because I was like, yeah, don't buy one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but then like you direct them towards a product that you would assume they would want. Yeah, no, Samuel, I'm saying the excuse they were giving. And actually, here, let me show you guys. So this is a quick article I found. I don't know the validity of the source, but so in the last 2 decades, as the federal No Child Left Behind Act ushered in a new focus on standardized testing, and schools responded to new security concerns and shrinking budgets, recess was increasingly seen as dispensable. In a push to emphasize core subjects, 20% of school districts reduced recess time between 2001 and 2006, according to a study by the And by 2006, the CDC has concluded that 1/3 of elementary schools did not offer daily recess for any grades.
What?
When you go back to the
You need recess. I was like, no, I need
Wait, okay. Let me understand something. Is recess include like the lunchtime when you get out and eat or whatever?
So it depends.
Yeah.
I imagine it depended from school to school. The elementary schools that I went to because my family moved around a lot. I went to a few different. I did 1, 2, 3. I had 3 elementary schools, and so with those 3 elementary schools, there's one that I can't really remember because I was like, so I did like half of first grade at one place, then went to a different one. So I can't remember that first place very well. But the second and third one, you had like 15, 20 minutes of lunchtime, like we're like dedicated to you eat your food. And then after you were done with that, so like kids don't choke trying to get to recess. After that 20-minute grace period, you can finish eating your lunch, or you could go to the playground and do recess for like 20, 30 minutes. They stopped doing that because
why?
There are children who suck at learning. So instead of having
Yeah.
those kids miss their recess time to catch up on their learning, or accept that child is probably not the most intelligent person on the planet and just accept that, we're going to drag the entire school body down.
What?
No, but they also need time to go outside and play. I went to
Yeah.
Right, I can say this. I actually went to school in what you guys technically call a third world country for about a half a year. I went to school. I don't consider
You lived in
Egypt.
Detroit?
No, I lived in Egypt.
You live in Detroit.
That's compared to Detroit. That's fucking like 0 with the world.
Yeah, well, you guys keep calling Egypt a third world country.
I honestly, from what little I know about
Yeah.
Egypt, I think Egypt would classify as a second world country.
But I went to school in Egypt in 3rd grade. All right, and you know what? No.
Get lost. Going
We had
Oh, hey,
recess
Ryan,
in
how you
Egypt,
doing, man?
and we're talking about a school where they used to hit you with a ruler. All right, we had recess.
I just
Recess.
had-
I look forward to recess. A chance to run outside, get a break from school. Yeah. Yes.
Recess is fun. Why would you get rid of
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, exactly, UA.
Like you
Like,
get to
it's
play
actually,
doctors with your friends and play Power Rangers on the street.
Yeah.
and go back to class.
Oh, and also something I think was really stupid at my school was they banned tag because one kid
What?
fell. They banned tag because some kid tripped, fell, and scraped his knee.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Grow up.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So they banned tag. Now, granted,
heard they
I was
banned
never one
best
of the kids.
friends.
I was never one of the kids playing tag, so that didn't really affect me. Yes, I fundamentally agree with Samuel because the American people are fucking pathetic, Akuma.
Mm.
We're weak, fat, lazy, unprepared.
I
But no,
heard
so-
there were schools that banned best friends because they didn't want anyone to feel left out.
Yeah, it's stupid.
And then we wonder why you have pathetic losers on the Twitter going, "You called me a mean word. You hurt my beefy." Yeah,
no,
because
like there's so little critical thinking. Like I know Kat has never played Mass Effect. Akuma, have you played Mass Effect before?
No.
So in Mass Effect 2, if I remember correctly, you can come across this situation where there's a Quarian, an alien. She ended up getting into debt at a casino, and a corporation basically like paid her debt, and were selling her like a work contract. Like basically, a company can hire her, or rather, can purchase her contract, and she would work with them for a set amount of period, and that would basically cover the debt she owes. It's indentured servitude. It's a type of slavery. In the context of the situation, it makes sense. And like there's this person on YouTube who's like, don't try to rationalize it. Slavery is evil. Yes, owning
What?
another human being, owning another sentient thing is bad. But look at no, it doesn't matter the context. Slavery
video
bad.
game. It's
Well,
a
like,
video game.
Separate from the fact that it's a video game, yeah,
It doesn't even this is like also like real life thing. Like it happens in Korea even. Like when you're in dev, you get to
Yeah.
work for this weird like what?
Yeah,
huh?
the argument was, well, there should have been some way to pay off the debt without having to be like a slave. And I'm like, this, like it's so stupid. And I wanted to bring up the argument of, well, killing is bad, but in some case, but if you're defending yourself, it's accept like it. But I didn't want to go down that route because I was dealing with someone who didn't have two brain cells to rub together. But so it's like people do not have critical thinking in this world. The first world, the Western world, does not have critical thinking in any sense of the imagination. I'd even argue China kind of lacks critical thinking because it's mostly people who have. It's either people from rural areas who have just basically done basic, simple tasks, or it's people who have been indoctrinated by the Communist Party. So yeah, basically, it's only the third world where you have critical thinking, and most of those people spend their time struggling to survive or being given drugs and AK-47s. Oh, Samuel, I fully agree. I also think parents should discipline their children more.
To be honest, I agree with that. Bring back bullying. Looking back during my high school year, I realized that I was an annoying piece of shit because I was the annoying gay person with the fucking annoying keychains with the bells. And I understood why the bullies bullied me. Now I was like, oh yeah, I was obnoxious. I would understand why.
Yeah, like
same with me.
You need to figure it out. Like, yeah, like people, like you shouldn't be driven to the point of making your wrist resemble a barcode. But at the same time, no, like in middle school and early high school, I was an obnoxious piece of shit. And
teacher's pet.
Like I did kind of deserve some of the bullying I got in middle school. It kind of forced me to mellow out in high school. And
also,
yeah, but there are people who can't really handle that. There are people who like take all the criticism.
I didn't say this before, but in case one of my bullies stumble upon this live, I want to say thank you for making me a sturdy bitch. I want to thank you for making me a bad bitch for bullying me. Thank you. Keep bullying people in case they're weak, so they become stronger. So yeah, that's the love that I would give to the bullies, but not the unnecessary one. Yeah, but yeah.
Well, I threw a fit because some girl in my class exposed her ears from her hijab. I'm like, yeah, I was that much of a teacher's pet and a nerd, and just now I look back, I'm like, yeah, I'm the same. I deserve some of that bullying.
Yeah. Oh, see, Yue, if you push back in America, you get suspended.
What? Get
Yeah.
out of here. Who is
Yeah.
educating
If
the kids in
someone
the
bull-
Western
if
country?
someone
Get out of here.
harasses you, bullies you, puts hands on you when the teacher's not looking, if you take a swing, you get in trouble because you were supposed to find a teacher. But teachers aren't allowed to do fuck all because
Yeah.
the parents get pissy and the school gets sued. So basically, you either have to put up with the bullshit until you decide to make a decision that leads to you being shouted no full auto in the school, or you make your wrist look like a barcode.
All right. You want to know something? Here's something that you want to know why a lot of those stores don't touch anybody. All right, you can go into a store, right? They won't check your bag. You want to know why? Now, not anymore. They used to. Want to know why? Because they're afraid you miss one person's bag and the person goes and screams racist. They are so afraid of hurting customers' feelings that they don't check their bags. They don't stop them. People can literally walk out the door with stuff because they're
Yeah.
afraid that someone's going to sue them for being some kind of Easterphobe. It's insane. It's like you walk into the store, you shove stuff in your bag, they see you do it. Yeah, I mean, at least it's not as bad in Jersey as it is. But the thing that's frustrating about theft is the store that you're stealing from would not be there if it weren't for the employees working their asses off. You need people to run the store.
Yeah. Fortunately, I never pushed back, partly because I was too I was too stupid. Something fell. I was like legitimately too stupid to understand. Like, I knew people hated me, but I like just put up with it. And looking in hindsight, I was also too stupid to realize why people hated me. I in 8th grade, I kind of mellowed out, and most people were like, "All right, fine. He's calmed down. He's still a bit like." And then in high school, I had like a little bit of a problem early on, but I managed to. That was mostly around like the Gen Pop kids, as I like to refer to them. I like the people who like fail on level classes. Because like I don't know, I just call me a fucking asshole. There are some people in the world who are like goldfish, just not too much up there, you know.
I mean, I don't know. I would say kids who fail class is not about the kids, mostly about the teacher.
Well, no, I mean like the kids who didn't care about school. Like,
yeah, okay, I can help.
Like
that,
the
yeah.
like that mentality of like not really giving a fuck. Like I'm not talking about it. Like I'm not talking about being an idiot, not getting it. I'm talking about like just not giving a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I come from a family where that's why I say Ravenclaw all the way. I remember crying in the bathroom for not getting 100 on exams.
I am not any of the Hogwarts schools. I'm an American. We speak American in this stream.
Okay,
Fuck
no.
the Brits.
I'm a Hufflepuff, by the way.
Apologies, you
probably Shadow is probably also Hufflepuff, which we won't accept him.
I would be the rare exception. The Hufflepuffs usually accept everybody.
Honestly,
Shadow, the Hufflepuffs won't take you.
Honestly, I'm too Asholish to be a Gryffindor. I'm smart enough to be a Ravenclaw, but I've got enough of an ego. I'd probably be Slytherin. I know for a fact I'm not a Hufflepuff because I actually
it's not that.
Because I actually am intelligent. I have a little bit of bravery.
Hufflepuffs are
and
intelligent.
I'm cunning.
We
Hufflepuffs are literally the bottom of the barrel.
No.
Hufflepuffs are
No.
No, I will.
The Hufflepuffs are the nice.
Quote.
The Hufflepuffs are the nice ones.
No, I will read you the fucking quote.
Cedric Diggory was a Hufflepuff. The reason that they have this low opinion on Hufflepuffs, and I was listening to a video where they were talking about the houses, is Helena Hufflepuff would let anyone who did not get accepted into the other 3 houses into Hufflepuff. So it gave the impression that they just let any, because that they were the lowest of the low. Hufflepuffs are nice people.
I'm not saying they're the lowest of the low.
I mean, personally, as I said, I was an overachieving nerd. Yes, that's why Ravenclaw. Now, my whole attitude has changed a little since I learned that in reality, nobody cares about you. So some people could say you're more Slytherin. Oh, but no. But no, Hufflepuffs are good people. I mean, Cedric Diggory was not stupid.
Oh, I'm not saying he wasn't stupid. Hold on, I'm trying to. There's a quote.
Shadow should
just
take one quiz. Shadow should take the freaking official quiz, so we would know.
Yeah, do the official quiz.
Yeah,
I have done multiple of them.
And
sometimes I'm Gryffindor, sometimes I'm Ravenclaw, sometimes I'm Slytherin. I'm never Hufflepuff.
Wow, makes sense now. I
Like
guess
it's
you're not
it'd be
that
so
kind.
like it's the same thing with Divergent. Like these like you can't quantify a person's personality into like you can be brave and you can be brave and you can be a brave person but also be a selfish cunt. You can be
Shadow is
short
now-
and brave. Like you locking someone down to one specific core trait is fundamentally stupid.
No, but it isn't. It's not one core trait. Everyone has all of the traits. But it's like, for example,
Mm.
with me,
Yeah,
intelligence
Alexia,
was
that's
very,
why
very.
Alexia, that's why you can't put loyalty on me and you don't use diamonds.
For example, for me, when I was growing up, one of the key things was, do good in school, be intelligent. Now, does that mean I'm not not capable of loyalty? I'm very loyal. I am to a fault loyal. Once you earn my loyalty, I am loyal to a fault. I mean, on the other hand, so yeah, I mean, when I take the quiz, every single time I've taken the quiz, I've come up as Gryffindor, which doesn't make sense. But a part of it is also choice. You choose the
Okay.
house as well. What's her name? Hermione said that she would have been a Ravenclaw, but she chose Gryffindor. So there's a level of choice in it. I actually, I put Viso as Gryffindor because he has a brave moment, which I considered his choice. On the other end, Hezen is a Hufflepuff. He is a genuinely nice person who would fully fit. That doesn't mean he isn't capable of Corpus Greed. I don't want to be Gryffindor.
Nobody
you
want to be
tested the
Gryffindor. We don't want to be
Oh
like.
wait, what, Samuel? The fact that I've tested it, like dude.
Yes,
I'm-
as Alexia put it, it's the most valued trait. What you value the most.
I mean, I
Yeah.
personally value firepower the most, and yet none of those three believe in firearms. Yeah, no worries, Michelle. Welcome back. We're probably going to be wrapping things up in a little bit because I've got a call I need to make in a couple of minutes. I'm sure Akuma wants to get some more coffee, and I know
We'll
Kat
come
needs to
back
go to-
again. It's nice to have a sane person on this who's being
I
so. Yeah, bring it! Oh yeah! Hell, I'd do 2 for you. 2 remote
Oh,
control of the
2.
other one.
Kat would do 2 planes.
Yes, 2 of them.
Yeah. Oh, you guys heard that they're recently planning on like rebuilding the Twin Towers?
Oh hell no.
No, they're not. Where? They
Why?
built some kind of memorial. Why?
No, I'm making a joke
I
implying
was
that
gonna
like
say
now,
for
Oh,
target
thank
now's
practice
Kat's,
for me.
now is Kat's chance to be a pilot.
Target practice.
Apologies. Anyway, yeah, I think now's a good spot to kind of round things out. Akuma, because you're the guest, you got anything coming up?
I'm back on stream
Nothing.
again.
If
Sure,
ever
you don't
something I
got
would
like
tell.
any big art pieces you're working on for your Instagram?
No, not yet.
Nothing?
Still
Gotta
working
follow
on
you on
it
Instagram.
myself.
All right.
Yes.
Kat, you got anything coming up?
Let's see. Tomorrow is Friday, Royal Rumble with Legion. Who? No, I do not love Velma.
Evidently you do.
Then Saturday, I need to figure out what game I'm gonna be playing because it's the week before Hogwarts Legacy. So I don't know yet. Maybe some Destiny 2 because I need to finish things up before the season ends. Maybe Dead Space. I want to play that on PC. I don't know yet. I like to leave it up in the air and just surprise people. I also want to play Final Fantasy 14 again because that was fun. Before Hogwarts comes out. Then Saturday at 6 Eastern Standard Time, me and Samly the Infamous and whoever else comes along as Screaming Into the Void. Sunday, maybe I'll get to play Final Fantasy 14 on 7th Sunday with Mugsy Kids because that's a lot of fun. Because anyway, Final Fantasy. So something on Sunday, probably live streaming. Then Tuesday, the 7th of February, after I get home from work, I will be playing Hogwarts Legacy. And Shadow, I hope you're there because I'm gonna need some people bringing down the bandwagon.
Well, and what's actually really funny, I have a lot of assignments due Monday the 6th, meaning I will have nothing to work on the 7th. Meaning,
oh wait, I want to see
I'll
that
be
on
there for
Instagram.
the banhammer.
Yeah. Yes.
Ow.
I just want to make it clear. I will be having a zero tolerance policy. I am so look. I don't. As I said, I am tired of the whole trans issue. I've made my view clear on it. I probably have a lot. As I said, I'm tired of the whole issue. All right.
Okay.
I made my view on it. So anyone who comes into my live stream and starts calling me all different kinds of things for playing the game, one time you come in and you start talking, I'm gonna ban you. Okay. Period. Because I want to play the goddamn video game. I'm sick to death of the whole thing. So yeah, I'm gonna make it clear every now and then. I'm gonna tell them there's a zero tower. I'm not in the mood. I want to play the video game. I want to enjoy the video game. I do not want to go into any of that nonsense. Also, the whole thing about the goblins. I hope there's a kill count, so you can show off how many goblins you killed, just to piss them off on Twitter.
Gotcha. Michelle.
Anyway, yeah.
I feel like that would be stepping on Larry's toes, and he already hates me for all the Joker voice jokes I make. So yeah.
Anyway.
Until I get like an okay from him, I'm going to avoid that just because I don't want to make him hate me anymore than he already does. What do I got coming up? Tomorrow. Yeah, really funny. Tomorrow this week I kind of fell off on daily uploads. No, Samuel, because I can't be bad at it. Because I'm good.
Wait, let me just tell you one thing, Shadow, so you know. Because a lot of people don't know this. And I know you're daily uploading. I'm going to warn you in advance. It takes years. People don't know this, but I was making YouTube videos several years. I deleted a whole backlog of them because. I don't want people to think, oh, you just started with Geeks and no, it takes a long time. Okay.
Yeah. Damn.
Again, this is just a hobby. Like, I don't care. Like, it's. Okay. I mean, granted, the video I just uploaded, like a video talking about the Dothraki, didn't get that many likes, got a decent number of views, got a decent amount of watch hours. I'm pretty sure that's all Alexia padding the count. Next week I'm going to be back on top of it. Daily uploads. Going to record a bunch this weekend. That way, all I need to do is make thumbnails, upload the day. Tomorrow I will be streaming again. Last week for the release of SFO Grimhammer for Tour of Warhammer 3, I will be playing as the Witch King of Nagaroth, Sa'anashar. Bit of a rough start, but
that's true, Alexia. But for me, it took years. No one has said.
Yeah. And then aside from that, again, you catch me on Merry Madness. I'm in people's comment sections. I don't have class until like 10:30 tomorrow, so I might be in Samuel the Infamous' chat later tonight, Abyssal Musings. If you got the time to stay awake, I know Akuma does because it's like morning for him now. Go check out Abyssal Musings.
Thailand, Akuma. I'm coming to Thailand.
You should.
Where you will probably be able to hear Larry. You'll probably be able to hear Larry read out Michelle's poems, which, again, really fucking good. When her book comes out and we get the link to that, I recommend checking it out. Hopefully, a lot of success from that. Anyway, boys, girls, eldritch space entities, transforming gorilla robots, people from Thailand. Thank you all for joining in for an episode of Merry Madness.
But you didn't include the Muslim woman.
Because you're
on the panel.
Racist.
Oh my God.
You're on the panel. Akuma's a guest.
Robot? Oh,
Night,
you
y'all.
called me a